Hi everybody, it's Mark Messier, and you're listening to Blueshirt
Underground Show,
the #1 Rangers podcast. Make sure you tune in and find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers!
Blueshirt Underground, motherfucker!
TFBS Ranger Band, TFBS Ranger Band. This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is
Bombadita, 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 bombadita,
Until
bombadita,
we meet
bombadita,
again.
bombadita,
Happy trails to you.
bombadita, bombadita,
Keep smiling until then.
Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Blueshirt Underground Show. Today is Thursday. It is July the 3rd. What is going on with our background? Where's our background? There it is. My name is Jim, and as always, I am joined by the incomparable, the one and only Edward Geik. Eddie, Keandre Bags. It has come true, my friend.
My friends, my countrymen, guaranteed 20 less goals by Keandre Miller's direct hand. Minus 20 on the goal total. Goodbye. Get out of here, you bum. Not one of your better hockey players, as Bill Chadwick would say. I don't know what Carolina was thinking. I will tell you this. If there's anybody that could turn around Keandre Miller and make us eat some crow, would be Rod Brindamore. But I don't see that happening. If he does, give him coach of the millennium. I feel like they lost Brent Burns, so they kind of looking for that offensive defenseman. And Brent Burns really didn't play much defense. So,
And they replaced him with Gets Burned.
yeah, exactly. Gets burned. I like that. Yeah.
Gets Burned.
So he's their problem now. Hopefully, when we play them, he will be gaffes aplenty like he was with us. But it's really is that our highlight? The takeaway of this free agency is the subtraction of Keandre Miller. I mean, it is, but I don't know. I thought they got a fair return for him. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, they got Scott Morrow. They got a defenseman who is touted. I don't know if he's highly touted, but he's touted.
I heard he was supposed to be like their number one prospect or defensive prospect, but
we have a highlight we can watch of him when we want to.
Is he related to Ken Morrow? Because that's a big thing for me.
I don't think so.
Because if he is, there's a little. I'm a little bit bitter still.
Understandable. That's understandable. I don't. Let me see. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
Morrow was born. He is not according to his Wikipedia,
Okay, the Wikipedia.
and Wikipedia is never wrong.
I mean, he was an Olympic champion and a Stanley Cup winner. The only problem is he was a Stanley Cup winner like twice with the New York Islanders.
Right.
So he's got that stank on him, but he doesn't. So we will evaluate, and the Rangers are at one point were very, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, defensively looked like they had a pretty good pipeline, but the pipeline is, oh boy,
Gone.
it's gone.
Gone. The pipes are gone.
Yeah, it's full of sewage right now. The pipes.
As we mentioned last week on the show, Keandre Miller was the only first-round pick remaining the Rangers selected between, I think it was 2017 and 2021, and he is now gone.
Once again, development are a forte, developing those number one picks. They moved up. I have to say that. They were the smartest men in the room.
Moved up.
We got to convert this guy from a forward to a defenseman. We know. How dare you? We've got to snatch Keandre.
I get the faction of the fan base that's upset about he's young and he's going to develop, and there's so many people that think he's going to be a superstar in this league. I personally don't see it, and if he is, fine, so be it. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Again, to fail to develop this young talent. But there is not one person. I don't care what you think of him. I don't care if you agree with me or not that he is not that good of a defenseman. And thank you, Rock. 2017 to 2019. There is nobody in this fan base. Nobody. I don't care who you are. If they would have signed him for that ridiculous contract that Carolina signed him to. Ridiculous. Come on. How do you pay him $8 million? $8 million for 8 years? What was the 8 years, $60 million? $7.5 million a year for that? Come on. For 27 points? Because he's tall? He's lucky. He's athletic? Come on.
Well, he is athletic. To be fair, Keandre was on the right track. He was developing, and then I don't know what happened. Then 2 years later, he became the worst defenseman I've ever seen in a Ranger uniform. And that's right. Bring up your names. I don't care. He still was the guy. I don't care. I don't care. For the amount of minutes he logged, he was and still remains the undefeated worst defenseman the Rangers have ever had that I have seen in my lifetime. Now, who knows what's to come, but good luck. God bless. That was a ridiculous contract. I agree. What kind of tapes did Rod Brindamore and the staff of Carolina see? They were like, we got to get this guy. Like, somebody had to review his play last year, or maybe they just said the Rangers stunk. He suffered. Everything suffered. But it's really been a 2-year decline. It's not just one bad year.
Right. It's not one bad year.
It's been boop the last 2 years. He's fallen off a cliff.
I mean, his decision making, terrible.
Yeah, worse than Bruce Driver.
Out of position, just boneheaded mistakes. This is a guy who admittedly has not had the best, what's the word? Headspace at times.
Yeah,
Did he not take a couple of games off a year or two ago just because he had mentally checked out or whatever that was?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to label it like say the guy's a head case, but he might be. I mean, I know that's a little harsh nowadays in today's parlance, but he might be. May have some mental issues
A bit Meshuggah.
that could arise. Yeah, exactly. That could. They're a distraction. You got to be focused, especially if you're a defenseman in this league. You've got to be focused at all times. And his play was just terrible, even when he was on the ice. At times, I wish he was having mental issues, so he wouldn't be in the lineup.
Right. And
So.
the Rangers did replace his spot on the roster, as everybody knows by now, with Vladislav Gavrikov, who is a couple of years older, but I think certainly definitely, without question, a better defenseman.
Oh, Gavrikov is a stud.
A shutdown defenseman who can shut down
contribute.
plays.
He could contribute too. I really like this guy. This guy's a stud.
A little bit older. Rangers gave him a 7-year deal, $49 million. So there was a small savings compared to but based on pure ability here, I think the Rangers definitely upgraded.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is to what end? I mean, again, Chris Drury sends this fucking Western unit. Everybody in the world knew they were going to get Gavrikov. Where is the shrewd move? Where is the move no one can calculate?
Taylor Radish was the shrewd move. Nobody saw that one coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Joe. He's from Ukrainian descent, Joe. Oh, wait, there's no Joe this year. Yeah, I mean, Taylor Radish, I mean, he's a plug-in guy. He's but that's not making anybody in the division quake their boots or exciting Ranger fans. They'll be like, who is this guy? Once the season starts. There was barely any ruckus in Rangerland about Gavrikov. I mean, because a defensive signing, the Rangers are going to need some offensive punch somewhere down the line. Because after this year, they're losing Panarin. There are a couple free agents. Everybody's talking about next year and the cap going up and all about and how much cap space the Rangers are going to have. Rangers are bad. The Rangers are terrible right now. I think Gavrikov and Fox will be. I think Fox games will. Well, it keeps getting bashed. What's going on with the Fox bashing, Jim? Oh, he's too soft.
Adam Fox might be the big winner in free agency here with Gavrikov coming on.
I think so.
Assuming they will be a pairing, but that seems to be the thinking.
I think that's more of a legit first pairing than when Lindgren was here. Although I love Ryan Lindgren, Did he wind up getting picked up, Ryan Lindgren?
Seattle.
Oh, what is everybody with Seattle? So like old Rangers
want to reunite with Capo Caco.
Yeah.
And if I'm reading this right, I did not hear this. I'm just seeing this now. Zach Jones signed with Buffalo.
Buffalo, yes.
Arthur Kaliev signed with Ottawa.
Yeah, he got, I think, the league minimum, which he doesn't even deserve that.
Well, he is the league minimum after what I saw.
In talent. Yes.
The Rangers also lost Wolfpack's stalwart Bo Gruel, signed with Toronto. Alex Belzile signed with Montreal. Nicholas Aube-Kubel signed with Minnesota.
Ah. Didn't your boy, the Italian guy, wind up in Toronto? Vinny Lettieri.
Vinny Lettieri, did he?
Oh, I believe so.
He's becoming a bit of a suitcase, isn't he? Yes, he signed a 1-year deal, league minimum, $775,000.
Again, getting what he deserves.
Toronto, I'm in Toronto.
Nick is predicting Capo Caco with 60 goals. I'm going to say he doesn't even get 60 points. God bless.
Wish him $1 million.
Oh, Ricky reporting Zach got a 2-way deal. Oh, he's going to be unhappy with that. Oh, I should be playing another guy.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you can't make the Sabres and got to go to their money,
Exactly.
how bad do you have to be?
They're giving
Right?
you a two-way deal. He had better chance to make the Rangers now. Since like guys like Matt Robertson are in the mix, and whatever they got, I don't even know. I mean,
Rangers
Wow.
also signed defenseman Derek Pouliot.
Is he Benoit Pouliot's brother? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a relation.
That's right, Cutter. You get to root for Vinny Lettieri. He's a Leaf.
Pouliot is, probably an AHL guy. He's been in the AHL for a couple of years. He's 31. He's only played in 226 NHL games. Rangers signed the aforementioned Taylor Radish, third or fourth line guy. Not sure how many fourth line guys they need, but
The whole team is a bunch of third.
now they seem to
Three
have
skill
about 10.
guys, and the rest are just
Will Cooley
yeah.
back for another 2 years. You're not happy.
No, how come he can't lock him up for longer?
They don't lock anybody up long unless you're a defenseman, unless you come from another team. Other teams' players always get rewarded with the Rangers. Their own players. They haven't
Give me a bridge deal.
They haven't signed a forward. I guess Kreider's like the only one to get a long-term deal, I think, that they've drafted.
I don't understand.
Everybody gets bridge deals. Bridge.
Bridge. Jump off the bridge. They'll give fucking Will Borgen a 5-year fucking deal, but
Right.
they won't give this guy, Will Cooley, who actually freaking hits. He could score. He's the prototypical so far, because we don't know if it's going to be a Lafreniere drop-off. So far as a burgeoning power forward. 2 years. Let you hit the open market. Get the hell out of here.
Will Borgen had a 5-year contract extension before he even put his pants on.
Exactly. They put a number on his jersey and he got the freaking contract.
Right.
I hate this. I hate this GM. I hate him.
You don't think he had a good day the other day?
No.
Getting a return on Miller.
All right. But what's the return?
Locking up Cooley for a couple of years, getting a first and second round pick.
Okay. I still hate him, but I'll give him a.
Well, I thought he had a good day. I still think overall, this guy, he's not my guy. as
Say if the plan
Frank
is.
Costanza would say, is this guy, he's not my kind of guy.
Well, here's my thing. If the guy has a plan, and the plan is to save cap space until next year, which I think the Rangers will have a lot of cap space, he might not be around. If they stink it up, you think he's getting another year? Well, he's signed for 2 years, but that doesn't mean anything.
I don't think he's going anywhere. If he got it, out of all the mess that went on this year, that anybody with a pair of eyes could see that the GM had a hand in this disaster, and letting him fire and hire yet another coach, and he comes out of it with an extension. He's not going anywhere. The only reason why Gordon and JD got fired was because they went against Dolan. And Dolan didn't like it.
Yeah, they tried to run a classy organization. And, good guys finish last. Now they're building a fucking Gorton is over there in Montreal. They're building a really good team over there.
Seems like it, yeah.
I mean, they may take a step backwards. Who knows? But, Nick, I hate to agree with him. I love to agree with him, actually. I mean, the man has been on point ever since he called NHL Network and became famous. Best record in New York Ranger history, and the GM blows it all up.
Now, what, 12 guys gone from that President's Trophy winning team?
I mean, we all know the core couldn't get it done in the playoffs.
Right.
We all knew that. They could not. Gavrikov would be a great guy to add if you had that team. You know what I'm saying? They needed somebody. But now he's a little bit older. It's like, okay, by the time the Rangers are like good, we're going to be like 2 to 3 years down the road.
Well, I mean that is the problem. The problem they're going to have is that they're going to have in another 2 years, year or two, a lot of guys on the wrong side of 30. Trocheck, Zibanejad. They're going to have quite a few guys on the other side of 30, and I hope it all works out for them.
If they would have been able to, and I don't know if they can still do it.
Vinny Lettieri is going to be able to run for mayor in Toronto, Cutter. They're going to love him up there.
Oh, they love the eye ties. There's a lot of eye ties.
Right.
That's Espo country, I think. Actually, I have no idea where Espo. I remember what he was Saint Sue Marie, I think.
Yes. So Saint Marie.
So that's right. So I guess I got it. I mean, if you had to give the guy a rating, I guess B plus maybe. I don't know. I just felt like, is there anything shrewd in there? Like, again, there was no quick signing. I mentioned this on the last show. There was no Mason Marchment. There was no I don't know. Even take a flyer on Nikolai Ehlers or something. Now he's on Carolina, so I felt like
maybe Trey Fix-Wolansky was the sneaky signing.
I don't like guys with hyphenated names. By the way, that's another thing.
Hyphenated name. We got rid of one and got another one.
Yeah, I feel like that's too feminine when you have a hyphen.
Trey Fix-Wolansky.
Yeah, can somebody fix Wolansky? He's broken.
Right. Rangers signed him yesterday or today. I believe today, actually, to 1-year deal. Played for the Cleveland Monsters of the American Hockey League. 26 goals, 34 assists. AHL All-Star.
Oh, we love this guy.
Led Cleveland in points. Ranked tied for first in power play goals. 5'7", 193 pounds. Just the kind of big, rugged North American skater this team needs.
I don't know, Sam.
7th round pick of the Columbus Blue Jackets in the 2018 draft.
This defensive course. Whew. I'm looking at defensemen. Okay, so we got Fox and Gavrikov. Then we've got Schneider and Will Borgen. I don't know if they play the same side, though. I'm not sure about that.
Schneider can play either side, so.
Now Schneider he didn't have a good year last year. Let's he wasn't the but I like Braden Schneider.
I do too. Also, he was hurt last year.
And Will Borgen, that's a decent second pair. Then you're looking at Vakanainen
and
Kaiser Sousei. Slosey, who was like so hated. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's not ridiculous, but it reminds me of like Jack Johnson hate. This guy's useless. And the guy won. He got traded or he went on to Colorado. He won a Stanley Cup or something. I remember.
Right.
Oh, you got Matt Robertson, your favorite.
Joe, it's time. It's Matt Robertson's time to shine.
Well, I didn't think he would last this long.
He's been re-signed.
It really depends on what this Scott Morrow kid, if he can crack the lineup. So Scott Morrow, what is he? 22 years old. He's 6'2", 194. All right.
You want to see a little highlight reel of him here?
Yeah, let's get to that. I'm reading here. He has constant hip pocket deception. Wow. I'd like to see that.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but maybe I'll see it in this video.
All right.
Now they'll counter with a 2-on-1, and Ungersorm took away a breakaway pass. The Wolves have a 2-on-1 on the counter. Brought in by Suzuki. Morrow in front, the pass, shoots, he scores! It's a rookie performance for the Wolves in the win. Scott Morrow in his second pro game in the AHL gets the overtime game winner. A 3-2 victory for the Wolves on the road.
How about this play? Quite awesome. Great dish again by Suzuki. He's been fine with his passing. And Morrow ends the game, and I honestly thought he was exhausted. If you recall, how much did he have of the puck for about a minute? He was ragging it, holding on. I thought, there's going to be trouble. He's going to get caught. They're going to have a break the other way, which they did. But Ungersorm came into the play and really read it well. Stopped that.
There you go, a little highlight.
That's he scored on an empty net. What am I supposed to get from that? Where's that hip pocket deception?
See that?
Look at the guy who wrote this on Elite Pro. Let me just, with constant hip pocket deception, changes of pace, and eyes that never reveal the intended play, he embarrasses defenders.
Wow.
After breaking down a defender, he continues the manipulation. This is almost sexual. It's like one of those the Harlequin romances.
I think I dated a girl like this.
He continues the manipulation to drag over another defender before rolling his wrists, turning the fake shot into a pass to open teammates. Wow. I think he's a Jew, too. Because his sisters are Sydney and Sophie.
Hold on. You're going to love this.
And not that there's anything wrong with that.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this fool. Look at it. I don't think he's got enough graphics going on around him here on his green screen.
Pool series. Today we are going to be talking about, as you guys can see by the screen here, by the thumbnail, a player that has played a few minutes in the NHL.
You see his backwards,
up to 14
buddy.
games now, has some really strong promise. We're going to get into all of that plus more. I bring you guys Scott Morrow. Roll the intro.
Is that kid an embryo?
This is why people hate the Hurricanes fans, by the way.
Oh, God. What is this?
Scott Morrow is a prospect who has been, honestly, he's the closest to an NHL ready prospect as we have, I would say. He is 6'2", 194 pounds, a right-handed defenseman from Stamford, Connecticut.
Happy 4th, Jamie.
He's 22 years
What?
No, I was just saying happy 4th of July to Jamie.
old and was drafted 40th overall in 2021. Scott Morrow has played a little bit for us. He's been playing a lot this season, a lot more than you would expect him to.
He's got more graphics going on than Joey Wagner here.
I mean, really, where is the? What was he at his college?
Because of
He was a
injuries to our
lawyer or
defensemen,
something. Joey
and
Wagner.
I believe
Look
Stillman,
at this
even
kid.
being
Come
hurt, he's
on.
not playing.
He needs a slap.
So he's played, I believe, a total of 14 games over the last 2 years.
I believe
he's been good in those. So
Do your
let's get into
research.
it. So, like I said, he's played a few games with the Canes over the last 2 years, showing some real promise. Like
Real promise.
promise. Scott Morrow, I believe. Look at my pool in the back.
The great Jamie Busald, I don't know if I say his last name right, has joined us in the chat. What's up, Jamie?
Hi, Jamie. Welcome to Caniac. Come on. That guy's balls haven't even dropped. You don't get to talk about hockey. You look like a man. Oh, prospect pool. I get it.
Oh, I get it.
I finally got it. Sorry.
Oh,
You guys are ahead of me on that.
I didn't get it either. Yeah, oh, Joe.
Oh, God. The storm show. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Thank you. And that stupid pig.
The great Bob Schmidt.
We're all here to celebrate the wonderful signings. Onwards and upwards with the New York Rangers.
The historic march to the 8th seed.
We couldn't even get there last year. I tell you. I mean, let me ask you this question. No, the first question that was asked by us was, what do you think you do with Panarin? Do you sign him next year? Or you say, he can't perform in the playoffs. He's soft.
Larry Brooks wrote an entire article today, said it's got to be done. Gotta.
Oh, really? Dancing Larry Brooks has chimed in.
Dancing Larry Brooks said, sign him to, I think he said, he said 3 years, around 10 mil a year sounds right. I think is what 4 years, something like that. Said it has to be done. Have to sign him.
What kind of money? What kind of money is reasonable?
Surprisingly enough for Dancing Larry Brooks, because he does seem to pick and choose who's off ice bullshit he tends to care about. Like, he's obsessed with Ovechkin's relationship with Putin. He's obsessed with that. He can't write the name Alex Ovechkin without mentioning Vladimir Putin in the same sentence. But completely ignored all the allegations and whatever went on with Panarin last year. Never even mentioned it. It didn't even hint at it. Just ignored it. Got to be re-signed, in his opinion.
It depends. I mean, listen, I cannot root for the guy as I once did, because he's not a good human. I mean, from all accounts, he's not a good human. And to me, there's enough evidence for me. Speaking as Edward F. Geik. But I'm a bottom line guy. If he can get to 40 goals again, where are they going to replace that with?
Right.
So the practical fan says, if the money's right, which was my next question, what kind of money in term would it be acceptable for you? For a guy who reportedly can't score in the playoffs, but scored like one of the biggest Ranger playoff goals in recent memory. But still, what do you think?
Well, look, I don't know. I don't know what kind of shape they're going to be in next year. I don't know how serious, there's big free agent class next year. And, like Larry Brooks said, if Connor McDavid wants to come here, isn't this a more attractive destination if Artemi Panarin's on the roster? I suppose that's true, right? Larry Brooks said that, Panarin is a guy that made Ryan Strome better. He made Vinny Trocheck better. He made Lafreniere better. So I would suppose that's true.
Okay. Well, I mean, to me, if I had to ask yourself this question, Ranger fans. When the Rangers signed Artemi Panarin to that contract, did any of us think he would fulfill the contract, be worth the contract, and finish the contract with him? I don't think I was, definitely not all three. I think he's fulfilled the contract. He was worth the money they gave him. Am I off base with that?
No, he's the best free agent signing they've ever made.
So why wouldn't I want the guy? I mean, unless he tanks it this year and stinks, but he put up points, and the Rangers were bad. They were awful. He still managed to get his points. So I don't think his what's the word I'm looking for? His predilections or his off-ice activity is going to matter one bit to James Dolan and that culture that they got over there.
No.
There is no. I mean,
I
it
can't
matters
believe
to
we're-
fans.
I can't believe we're already heading into the 7th year of his contract.
I know it's gone really fast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Thomas. So well, I don't know. I just think he was worth it. The guy was again. How many things the Rangers do actually work out? So I if the term and the money was right, I mean, I'm not paying him $9 million, but
Well, according to Larry, it's going to cost more than that.
what? No,
Larry says between 10 and 12 million dollars per year on a 3 or 4 year deal seems like the sweet spot. He makes what, 11 now?
11, yeah.
11, right? So 10 would represent a small cut.
Come on, that's a cut. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Mathematically, it's a cut.
Mathematically, it's a cut.
Yes. I don't know. I guess we'll cross that bridge and jump off it when it happens.
Right.
10 million. So, I mean, with the McDavid looming, would he take less money? We don't know. You know, if McDavid was actually in the picture.
And he's going to be 34, I think. So, you got to hasn't had a lot of injury problems, right? That I can recall. Has he? I don't know. I can look it up, but
what?
Has he had a lot of injuries? I don't think he's missed a lot of time, has he?
Only a Panarin?
Yeah.
And when he was hiding from Putin there. Remember he was like hiding from the Russian mafia or something?
80 games last year, 82 the year before, 82 the year before, 75 the year before, 42 in the COVID shortened season. 69 the year before, 79 the year before, 81 the year before, 82 the year before, and 80 the year before. So, no, this is not a guy who loses a lot of time to injuries. So, I don't think you have to worry so much about the wear and tear on his body. But how productive is he going to – you talk about a guy that's going to be 34. You signed him to a 3 or 4 year deal. How productive is he going to be at 38? Because that's what you're looking at the end of the contract. So – I don't know. Get him for 3 years. Why not? Who's going to replace him? I'm still wondering who replaces Chris Kreider's 25,
I've
30
been
goals.
thinking about that too. What about the power play stunk last year, but he's a force on the power play. How are they going to replace that?
I guess if Will Cooley improves and Lafreniere bounces back, they could probably make up for Kreider, right? Fair.
What is Lafreniere's excuse? Was there any excuse of why he played badly?
I don't know. He hasn't called.
He hasn't called you yet?
He hasn't called me. No.
Jim, I don't know. I was a little off last year. I had some girlfriend problems.
Right.
I was playing softball in the off season or something. I don't know. I mean, so many question marks. Need guys to bounce back. Everybody's talking about Bowen Byram. I know he came in with a big hullabaloo when he was drafted by the Avalanche, and then he went over to the Sabres. It looks like Laffy turned gay. He's one of those gays now. Sorry. He's a lazy frog. I love just the slur. A very disenchanted Ranger fan base at this point. Lafreniere was the darling of the ball, the belle of the ball last year.
Kifla, I can confirm for you that is not true.
Really?
Yes.
He turned you down?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, he just was not into it last year.
You guys, first of all, someone Jen knows, he was dating her daughter for a while.
Oh,
And there were pictures of him on a date not too long ago with Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, that's Sabrina Carpenter. She's small though. She's a tiny chick. But did you see her on?
Around the city with Sabrina Carpenter.
I think she was on the cover of Rolling Stone. Oh, that reminds me of a song.
She was. Yeah, she was on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Listen, we say gay in a loving way here. We don't mean it derogatory. All right. You're beating it to death there, K11.
I don't think so.
Either way, I don't care what you are. Play good. I don't care what where you dip your toe in what pond. Just play hockey. I don't care.
I don't care what pond you dip your toe in.
I don't care. Score goals. Shoot that puck. Score that goal. That's what I say. Yeah. She is.
See?
Yeah, that. Oh, hubba. If I wasn't a happily married man, I wouldn't know what to do with that, actually. I'm too old. But she's pretty talented. You know, the kids dig her.
The girls are big Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
They met her, actually.
Oh, really?
When she was still on the way up and would still, do meet and greets and do smaller places. Yeah, the girls got to meet her.
Nice.
Avery and Tanner met her.
I'm a big Karen Carpenter fan.
Karen Carpenter. No, I never met her.
No. And we never.
She was quite the drummer.
Oh, I hate when people say that.
Why?
Because she was a drummer, but it was like she wasn't Jason Bonham.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said she was
says that about Karen Carpenter. She played the drums. All right, she played it on one special. I don't care. She played it for one song live. I don't care. She had a beautiful voice. She sang like a
songbird.
A songbird. I don't mean to attack you. It's just I've been hearing this for like 30 years. Oh, she played the drums. Hey, Sammy Davis could play the drums. All right, okay.
Yes, he could.
I know he could, but he used to do a lot of things well. Sammy's my man. Karen was too skinny. She was a bulimic. She died of, I think that reason. A stupid brother is still kicking around. Anyway, the Carpenters were great.
Her stupid brother is still.
He wasn't. What?
What the hell did he ever do to you?
Because he just had dad. She had a voice like
her stupid brother.
Because she should have lived and he should have.
Poor Richard Carpenter, just trying to make his way in the world.
I don't even think they wrote their own songs. He may have co-wrote some of their songs. I don't know. I have a disdain for Richard Carpenter. I can't explain it why.
There is a video on YouTube of it's called A Drummer's Analysis of Karen Carpenter. Is she as good as...
Oh, this is great. I can't wait.
As good as they say. It's 12 minutes long. I'm not playing it.
I'm going to watch it.
I'm not playing it. Right. There's your viral clip. That one will be clipped for us for tomorrow to go on the YouTube shorts.
I mean, how many times did you go, wow, Richard Carpenter's backing vocals are awesome? No, you never did it. Karen Carpenter had a beautiful voice.
Top of the world looking down on creation and the only explanation.
I remember that song, especially I remember singing in 5th grade chorus.
Richard Carpenter is 78.
Yeah, Cutter's right.
No, he's not. He's never right.
He couldn't give his sister a sandwich. This guy's watching his sister completely evaporate in front of him, and he can't feed her because he didn't care. He was all into Hollywood. He's hanging around with Paul Williams.
He's from New Haven. We're gonna go to the Wolfpack game on Richard Carpenter night.
Right? Why do birds? Come on. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. The New York Rangers always get me down now.
Right. Ranger days and Mondays always get me down.
Richard Carpenter. Joe Mama?
Jonesy, you are not.
Yes, you're
doing it.
right.
You are absolutely right.
Yes.
To get that
I
back,
think,
fantastic.
I don't know what, at the opening of the show, we talked about it. I mean, Rod Brindamore should get coach of the millennium if he can turn that dope around. And the Rangers got a pretty good haul. So, wet it. Yes, Karen Carpenter was on the Muppets. So was Leo Sayer, by the way. Well, I won't talk about Leo Sayer. Don't even get me going.
God only knows what he'd say about Leo Sayer.
Guy's dressing up as a fucking mime in a clown suit. You make me feel like dancing. You make me feel like puking.
You make me feel like dancing.
I don't like those falsetto voice guys. The high voice guys. He's still alive. But Karen Carpenter's dead. Is there no justice in the world? All right. I'm done riffing on that.
Would you like to see a scouting report on the Rangers first pick, second of their second round pick, Malcolm Spence?
You guys know way too much about Leo Sayer. Yeah, the show must go on. Look at that clip of him. He's dressed up as a clown and miming. It's one of the most disturbing videos I've ever seen. All right. Okay. All right. I just want to say hockey related. I was probably the most unenthusiastic about this draft that I have ever been. I didn't care who they drafted.
Well, it's hard to get excited when you got nothing going on the first night.
Right. And I heard complaints, and I don't know if you guys follow this, that this draft took like 15 hours to get done. That it was just ridiculous the amount of time it took. Okay. So let's see I don't even know who they took. This
Malcolm
is how unplugged I've been.
Malcolm Spence from the Erie Otters.
Is he from Boston? Because that's all they draft.
I think he's from maybe New Hampshire. I forget now.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Pretty much.
Welcome to NHL Draft Pros.
Shoots, he scores!
Where's the pool?
On today's video, we're going to take a look at some scouting notes on Malcolm Spence of the Erie Otters. He's a power forward with a lot of grit, so you're going to want to stick around and check out these highlights. And if you're a hockey fan, hit that subscribe and like button. We are approaching 14,000 subscribers, so I
don't care. That's a lie.
He's got 14,000 subscribers.
That's a lie.
They're all bots.
We appreciate the help.
He's got 14,000 subscribers, but only 70 likes on his video.
Everybody knows this is a lie. This is some
reaching that goal.
Boost.
Thanks. And if you want to see some scouting reports on some of these other prospects, head over to NHL Draft Pros on YouTube or hit the icon below this video, and that will bring you to our homepage. All right, Malcolm Spence.
All right, Malcolm Spence.
Like I said, he played for the Erie Otters in the OHL. He had 73 points in 65 games. He's a 6'3", 200-pound left winger. And as you'll see in these clips, Malcolm Spence is a dog on a bone. He just loves to attack opposing players and uses his physicality to challenge other teams and make them make mistakes, basically. He is a great pace pusher, I guess you could say. And he presses the opposing D, which basically creates time and space for his teammates, which is a nice thing. And he attacks the middle of the ice without any hesitation. He's strong along the wall. This is a player who is great along the cycle too. And check out that pass right there. Yeah, you know what? He's got some decent playmaking abilities too, but because of his hard work, he's like, look at this one right here, pushes the player down, and then he finds his teammate in the slot, and boom, they score. This is the kind of thing that Malcolm Spence brings to a team. And you just love to see that. Now, here you're going to see him shoot his shooting abilities, I guess you could say. Watch this release right here. Boom. Yeah, he can wire a puck, but sometimes his shot selection is a little questionable. But for the most part, when he gets a free entry like that, wow, what a shot.
Wow.
Here you're going to see some stick handling abilities too. Little toe drag release. Boom.
That was a nice play.
I love it. So, yeah, you know what? He put up over a point a game in his draft year, which is nice, right? Nice little deke right there.
Those
And then
yellow
just
helmets
moves
are
it.
disgusting.
Nice shot right there. But like I said, his passing is very, very underrated. He sees the ice well. He's always looking for teammates. Look at that little sauce pass right there for the assist. Very nice indeed.
I thought it was saucer.
So I think that, he's got that really good work ethic, that high intensity, high motor, and the compete and the physicality. And then you
kind of long, or how did you feel about that?
This guy's black?
Yeah, I think had a lot of emotions the past couple days, and now that I have a jersey on and in an organization like New York, I'm pretty happy. So the little Malcolm is pretty ecstatic right now, and I'm just really excited to get going.
What's your relationship with Matt?
Looks like a nice guy.
Is he a roommate?
Shafe lived with me for a little while, and he's one of my closest buddies for sure. And I know people talking about him about a player and how he is on the ice, but he's just an even better person off the ice. And yesterday to hear his name called, I was really happy. He's one of my closest friends, and you want to have your buddy succeed, but be a little awkward now with the Rangers and Islanders. So
that was the next question. Have you put that together yet?
Yeah, honestly, the second you kind of said it, I was thinking about it as a little
There's no rivalry
now, but,
anymore. What are you worried about?
Like I know with Shafe is we want to be competitive, so it's going to bring the best out of each other, and I'm really excited for both of our careers.
And you played with Carey as well, right?
Yeah, Carey was my line mate for 2 years, yeah. And I know he just got traded, and
yeah, he's good friends with Carey Torrance that the Rangers just got.
Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
The one of the guys they got in the Kreider trade.
That was my first thought when I put the jersey on, was like, maybe get to play with Terry again, which is pretty cool. So definitely give him a call after this.
So to go from Erie,
I don't care about your friendship. This is what they talk about. These
It's kind of. What is that like for you?
I think it's just a cool feeling.
I want to hear about your game. What are you gonna bring? Hi, friend. How did it feel?
Listen to me. You're gonna see him for 3 years.
I know. I look like a nice guy. I wish him $1 million. A success.
He's already committed to college, I think.
He should be committed for accepting the Rangers. Put on a jersey at this point. Well, I don't want to go into who they would have took. All right, so this guy, what's his name? Spence?
Malcolm Spence.
Malcolm Spence. Okay. Malcolm in the middle. Malcolm X.
He is a forward. He's a left wing, but he has played some center.
Cutter is reporting he's from Mississauga.
That's his problem.
Okay.
He's going to Michigan.
Uh-oh. Remember the last guy who came out of Michigan? The Keandre grenade.
The Keandre grenade.
Oh, look at this. Apparently, Rock is reporting.
Next, he will tell us who his buddies are on Xbox
Live. After this, he partied for 2 days and missed development camp because he was sick. Whoa! I mean, come on, he's young. He's allowed to make mistakes.
Development camp. What do I care?
Really?
He's not going to be here for 3 years.
We just don't develop anybody. He's better off missing development camp. Now he's going to Wisconsin now.
Miller was Wisconsin.
Miller wasn't Wisconsin, was he?
I don't know. You're getting erectile dysfunction here in the chat, so.
Oh, all right.
We always just assume we're wrong and the chat's right. I don't know.
No, 2 people confirmed it. Oh, Boo Nieves and Carl Hagelin. Oh, Trouba was Michigan. Okay. Thank you guys for correcting me. Correctile dysfunction. Hey, listen, I need to be corrected. I'm in an emotional state about Richard Carpenter right now.
The University of Michigan hockey team, they do have those cool helmets.
Oh, yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
Carl Hagelin. 2 Stanley Cups. Hagelin. So everybody, I guess, is happy with the pick. I don't see any detractors.
He was projected to be a first-round pick, so
why did he fall?
Wound up because he got drunk and missed development camp. I don't know.
Maybe he's
got a drinking problem.
Boy. All right. So they got that guy. Wonderful. I wanted to talk about when you brought about Chris Kreider, I know you guys, a lot of you guys don't like him, but I think it's a hole in the locker room. It's going to be a hole in the organization. This guy has been a critical part of the Rangers' familia, so to speak, the vibe, and it's going to be hard to replace him. And now you got a coaching change, and the Rangers got to go into a defensive style. I mean, they really have the soldiers to go into full court press offensively. Could we see Gus's vaunted left wing lock being developed
with 7 defensemen or 8 defensemen?
Yes, the Magna Costa could be. Oh, I go to Carolina, dude. I think they got me on some kind of hit list over there, posted at the door.
Bobby Giles was texting me the other night telling me that you need to take another trip to Carolina to heckle Keandre.
Oh, my God. I'll probably be called a racist and thrown out of that place. I don't know. It might. I mean, it did take a year off. Maybe the dust has settled. But I still have, if the Rangers are decent next year, I will go. But the Rangers stink. I can't go. I have to have the upper hand. Now, I will always have you can't win in the playoffs.
Right.
Choke artists.
Right.
Because they're feeling it. Year after year, it's this year, their year, and they keep blowing it. Who they got in goal over there? Is Freddie Anderson still tending between the pipes? What do they think? John Gibson or something? John Gibson went to somebody. I don't
know. Let's see. I'll check it out here for you. He went to the Red Wings.
Okay.
I think Freddie Anderson is still.
He's a bum. He's just not good enough.
Joe Garcia wants to know. Said, "Let me know if you're coming down to Raleigh."
Oh, I'll let him know. I definitely.
Speaking of seeing the Rangers on the road next year, I'll be at the Winter Classic.
What's going on there?
I'm going to the Winter Classic next year.
Oh, what is it? Playing Pennsylvania? They're playing.
No, I wouldn't go to an outdoor hockey game in Pennsylvania. They're going to play at Miami next year. That's why I'm going.
Oh, well, I went to, I saw the Stadium Series as it's well documented in 2-degree weather and got pneumonia.
You caught COVID-18.
Yeah, COVID-18. I mean, I never felt so bad in my life after that game. Thank God the Rangers won.
You throw a Winter Classic in Florida, I'll be there.
I'm not going to that. I am. Is the schedule out?
No, the schedule is not out, but the Winter Classic is scheduled. It's January 2nd. It's at the Marlins Stadium in Florida, and we've got tickets already.
Let me write this down. When is this? February 2nd?
January 2nd.
When is the schedule coming out? Because I want to go to Vegas again. I had a great time in Vegas.
Should be soon.
Any of these Correctile dysfunction people know when the schedules are coming out?
I think only the preseason schedule is out.
Yeah, I remember we discussed that.
I don't know. It should be soon because, tickets will have to go on sale soon.
Yeah.
So
I have to say, Marquise American, very optimistic as he has chimed in. I see Mika having 80 points with JT and Cooley. He played like a different player on that line. A small sample size. Let's put it that way.
I hope so. Danielle, you're going to the Winter Classic? That's cool. We'll have to.
Yeah. Florida. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. Danielle Stewart's going. Hey, Kurt, what's up?
What's up, Kurt?
Vegas, definitely. I love that product, that pub. And then Mitch Marner's on them. Cutter. Did John Tavares wind up going somewhere? Sorry,
no, he stayed with the Leafs.
Oh.
All right, Danielle. We'll be meeting up then in Florida for sure.
I gotta know when the schedule's coming out so I could get this Vegas trip fucking in the books. All right. Well,
we might have to have a BSU party for this down there for this Winter Classic.
Yeah,
we'll have a pregame.
Sure.
We'll go to Flanagan's. One of my favorite haunts in South Florida.
Hey, let me look up this place.
Flanagan's?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cool place.
Well, everybody's chiming in. They're going to be there. Well, we'll see. I'm only going if the Rangers are winning. No, I'm only kidding. That isn't going to happen. Hey, listen, they could surprise. The surprise is how bad they were last year.
Right.
I mean, I'm a little delusional. I have to say, my wife went out to get highlights in her hair at 2:00. It is now 8 p.m. Eastern. 6 hours?
Yeah.
It takes this long, Jim?
Gen 2. If Jen's going for like the full, the color, the cut, the highlights, the whole bit. Oh yeah, she'll leave here 2:00 in the afternoon. She doesn't get home at 8:00. It's 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes. Yep.
What Absolutely. The hell is going on?
I know. I get a haircut. I'm in and out in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. How could you not want to go? It's in Florida. See, Scott Goldberg knows Flanagan's is great. I love Flanagan's.
I'm looking it up. What town is this in?
There's one in Wellington, Florida. You can look up that one. Wellington.
Hours.
There's a bunch of them.
Flanagan's Bar and Grill.
Yep. See, there it is.
It's gotten a 4.3 out of 5 stars.
That's low. See, there's Joe Flanagan right there. I got about 6 of these around the house.
Let's see what about. Oh, so it's this guy is the guy.
How could anybody hate Florida? It's such a wonderful place.
Oh, the weather's ridiculous.
The weather's fantastic.
No, it's not. It changes every minute. Let's see. I can get Joe's Rockin' Rib Rolls.
Oh, those are good. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe.
Tumbleweed onions. Are those stuff. Like onion straws or onion things?
Yes, they make great ribs too, and seafood. Their seafood's really good.
Dolphin fingers.
Oh, fantastic, Eddie!
They're made out of dolphins. It's ridiculous. They're an endangered species.
They're not. It's not. It's the dolphin fish, not the dolphin mammal. Not flipper.
Oh, it's not flipper. It's aka mahi mahi.
Yes, mahi mahi is delicious.
Why don't you just call it mahi mahi fingers? Deception. I don't like it
because dolphin fingers sounds better. Plus,
the award-winning baby back ribs. There you go.
No, Danielle. No, There is nothing around that stadium. No, you're going to be parking on someone's front lawn at that game. I almost guarantee it.
There is beer there.
They put the stadium where the Orange Bowl used to be, and it's
oh my God.
And it's in the middle of a neighborhood. I've gone there a couple of times for Mets Marlins games when I was living down there, and we literally parked on someone's grass. Everybody that lives there, they're renting out space in their front yard, parked for $20, $30, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. The stadium's okay though. The stadium's okay.
Now I had been there when the Marlins were playing there. They were playing at Joe Robbie Stadium for a little bit.
Oh,
it was horrible.
Terrible place for baseball.
And I saw that idiot on the Mets. The Mets used to have that closer get fucking lit up. The guy Benitez. He came in with the bases loaded. I screamed to all the fans. I've seen this before. Grand slam. Next pitch, grand slam. So I looked over, I reviewed the menu. I approve of the menu. I give the menu 5 stars out of 5. And your recommendation and Scott's has pushed it to the top.
Flanagan's and the Quarter Deck are 2 of my favorite places in South Florida to go. They're very similar type places, but those are the places I like. But there's a lot of good bars down there. There's Ricky's in Hollywood. That's a good place. There's
which one is the closest to the arena, the stadium?
I honestly I couldn't answer that because the stadium is in Miami, and most of I didn't hang out in that's Dade County, and that's like going into another world.
Wow.
Right? You don't cross into Dade County unless you're on your way to the Keys. You stay out of Dade County.
Yeah.
Broward County, which is where Fort Lauderdale isn't a hell of a lot better, but it's a little better. Dade County is.
I'm very Florida ignorant. Do not know Florida. I know that Dade County. I used to watch all those like police shows, and then maybe like Dade County officers or like the bounty hunters. They were all over there, arrested everybody. So nothing is close to this arena or stadium. Okay, well,
the stadium, the arena where the Panthers play, which I don't even know what it's called anymore. That place has had at least 10 names in its existence. But there are some things to do around there, and the big mall is right across the street, and there's plenty of bars and restaurants around. But the stadium, no. The last time I was there, it's just a neighborhood around the stadium. But if for sure, if we find out, we'll keep track of who's going, and maybe we'll put together a little BSU party.
Wanted to congratulate this cup.
Okay.
This cup is from Iron Man 2 that was released in 2010. It's now 15 years old.
All right.
And the chemicals that have scraped off in the dishwasher that I've been drinking have caused this lunacy. So hats off to you, chemicals from Iron Man 2 cup. Wow.
Iron Man 2, that's the one with Mickey Rourke, right?
Yeah, not a very good one.
Not really.
Not very good.
The second and third one were not great.
No. First one, awesome.
The third one, Ben Kingsley as the bad guy is just like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
I thought he did good. He reprised that role, I think, in one of the other ones.
The Mandarin?
Yes. Anyway, so that's something to look forward to. See, now I could plan. I could make a plan.
So I was talking to Jen about it the other day. The game is I think New Year's Day is a Thursday and the game is Friday. So we're going to try and go down. We're going to try and fly down New Year's Eve and be down there for New Year's and make a nice long weekend out of it. Like a 5-day trip.
Now, where is this stadium? Fort Lauderdale?
No, the stadium is in Miami.
Miami? Okay.
Yeah. Marlins Stadium. I don't know what I don't know if it has a corporate name.
I was down in Miami for a while. it's more of a, it's kind of like a hopping music, like young Latinos, but a lot of music, a lot of clubbing going down there in Miami.
Lone Depot Park, that's what it's called.
Lone Depot.
Lone Depot Park.
I mean, New Year's Eve, I don't know. That'll be a little dicey. Yeah, I like to spend New Year's Eve with the dad. I mean, the dad is 87. By the way, next time, let me tell you the story about getting this air conditioner. I got one of those portable air conditioners. I might as well tell you now. The wife isn't home. I got all the time in the world. Jim, I swear to God, this is the truth, the absolute truth. Me and Xtina decided to go get like a portable air conditioner. They're on sale because this room gets hot with the computers and the lights and the whole thing. So we're like, we should get one. And we saw one on sale for $340.
Right.
A Frigidaire. Remember they used to call the freezer the Frigidaire back in the day?
Yes,
it's in
sir.
The Frigidaire. They would call it by the brand rather than what it actually was.
Right.
We go into this place yesterday afternoon. I don't know what's going on. Our salesman, nobody wants to be a salesman anymore. Is this a thing?
Where'd you go? PC Richards?
Yes.
PC.
Yeah, go in there.
Every time the Jets get a first down.
Yeah, which they only do 3 times a game. So I go in there, and it's like the cast of Cocoon. There wasn't a guy under 70 as a salesman. It was like Glenn Ross, but like the senior version. This guy comes up to me. I swear. I thought he had a stroke. I said, what are you looking for? I said, well, we're looking for a portable air conditioner. How many BTUs? He screams at me. So, me and my wife, how many BTUs looking for? Listen, guy.
Did he have his little? Did they still carry the little conversion calculator?
No.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have that.
I used to
What is the
work
conversion calculator? I don't understand.
I used to work for an appliance store, and we used to sell air conditioners, and we used to carry a little conversion card.
Stony Brook, Pat.
And then you ask the customer, how big's the room? And it's 12 by 12.
Oh, yeah.
A little chart. Okay, room's 12 by 12. How high is the ceiling? Okay, you need this many BTUs. And then you always up at 2,000 BTUs so you can sell them a more expensive air conditioner.
Well, after speaking with this guy, I couldn't take it. I was going to explode. He wouldn't let me get a word. I go, is this all you have out here? They had like 3 models of portable air conditioner, but Christina went ahead and looked online, the one she wanted, the Frigidaire.
Right.
They said they had it in stock. But of course, on the floor, it's not there. They only had 3 models. So I said, are these all the models you have? No, what do you want? How many BTUs? The one we want is 12,000 BTUs. Then I had enough. I had to walk away, Jim.
That's a good size unit right there. 12,000 BTUs. Packs a punch.
They had.
Would you like to put that on your PC Richards credit card?
No,
sir?
I don't go for that. That's a whole scam.
90 days, same as that.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. Bob Dole knows it's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. So they had one of those video games. You ever see these things? They got the standalone video games you can have for like your man cave for like $600. You get like Pac-Man, Galaga, Galactic.
Yep.
I said I had enough of this guy. I'm going to play Pac-Man. I'm over there playing Pac-Man, and I see my wife's face, and it's just like, he's still with the BTUs. She's trying to communicate to this guy, this model we saw online is, well, let me look it up. Well, Jim, I got to tell you, you ever see the bit on the old Carol Burnett show when when Conway plays the old man and he's shuffling.
Yeah.
This guy starts hunting, pecking on this keyboard like, eh, eh, eh. I'm watching this from a distance, and I'm like ready to have an aneurysm. I'm like, come on. I figure I can't leave her hanging. I'll leave my Pac-Man game. I'm doing pretty well, but I gotta step up, I go over there. He's still talking. I used to work for Delta Airlines. I go, oh, that's pretty cool. What, are you retired? He goes, how can you retire? I live on Long Island. You can't retire. He goes, you can't retire. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get some done here. He goes, you can't retire because, Long Island, they up the ass. I'm like, he's saying this in front of my wife. And he also did like a groin thrust while he did this.
What?
Yeah, like, going, ooh, like that. And I'm like, what is going? Am I in some bizarro world? What is going on? How many BTUs you look like? I go, listen, we came here. My wife saw it. Now my wife's had enough. Now she's going over to the Pac-Man machine and playing Dig Dug. And left me with this crazy man. Well, how old of a man are you? He goes, I'm 84. Who is working in 84?
84?
84?
This guy's still selling air conditioners.
My dad is 87, okay?
Here's Eddie's new air conditioner.
No, that is not it.
Got a great deal.
That's not portable.
Got a great deal on it.
He's 84, and he's there on a Wednesday afternoon. What? And he's like the senior guy. Apparently, he's the senior. 80. He goes, I'm 84 years old. I go, I believe it. I go, you must have seen a lot. He's like, oh, I saw it all. I went in baggage claim in O'Hare Airport, and they fired me. He's going to tell it. Get me the air conditioner.
There she is.
That's the one I got. Yes, exact model. So then,
Frigidaire.
He says, what's your phone number? So I give him my wife's cell phone because, I can't handle anything. I'm completely useless. I got to have no responsibility whatsoever to be put in my...
Eddie's off playing Burger Time at this point.
No, she's playing Dig Dug. I'm now in charge. So I give him myself. He goes, Santos? You don't look like a Santos to me. I go, that's neither one of us. No, it says Santos here. I go, perhaps this was the old phone number for the cell. Maybe it's some coincidence that somebody by the same number came in.
Right.
Well, you don't look Mexican, he says to me. I go, and I'm giving her the eye. Can you come back? I know you got the high score on Dig Dug right now. She comes back.
Oh.
They finally get it figured out.
Paperboy.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
I like Paperboy.
Dum, 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 dum.
I go play my game. We both can't handle this at the same time. It's just like, my head's going to explode. It's like 200 degrees out. We want an air conditioner. We want to get out of this place. She comes back. Okay. They're going in the back. They're looking for it. So I go back, and she gives me the credit card. I don't know where we are in this transaction. I just have a credit card. So I said, so what's next? I got to pay for it? And I hold it. He goes, of course you got to pay for it. Nothing's free in this life. What? I go, all right, well, here's a credit card. All right.
Do you take master charge?
Yeah, exactly. And so now he goes, you want the warranty? I go, usually I think the warranty is, I go with my father's old rule. If you think it's gonna break in 2 years, why the hell are you selling me this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, well, I go, well, I don't know about the warranty. Well, that's all I had to say. Do they make commission on the warranty of these people?
Oh yeah, he'll make more off selling the warranty than he does selling you the air conditioner. Oh yeah.
This is why he was all adamant about it.
I used to make good money selling warranties. Yep.
Okay, see, I didn't know this. Maybe you should work with the Specie Richards. You'd be the youngest guy there. You'd be the young buck on the floor.
I don't miss working retail though.
I know. And I say, well, I'm kind of hemming and hawing. Well, apparently now I know where they make their money. Well, what are you gonna do if it sneezes? What does sneezes mean?
So
I said, I'm going to probably say, God bless you. That's what I said.
So I'm guessing there was probably a couple of different warranties, maybe a 5-year, a 3-year, and a 1 year.
2, 3, 5.
So he started with the 5. Then when you said no, he tried to get you on 3. Then he stepped you down to maybe 2, right?
Yes.
Try and get you out the door. Sure. Try and get you out the door with something.
So now Christina's making.
Now, how much was the? Can I ask how much the air conditioner was?
It was like with tax, it was like $400.
Okay, so the 5-year warranty, I'm guessing, was probably about $200.
Yeah, around that. I went. So anyway, Christina's making her way back, and again, what do you do if it sneezes? Now I don't know what he's talking about. I go, I don't know. Say God bless you. I was like, no, the warranty. I go, okay. He goes, I said, we'll take the 2-year. We'll take the 2-year. He goes, you know what? This warranty doesn't.
$99 for 2 years.
It was a little bit more than that, but yeah, in that range, like 150 or something. And I said, he goes, well, if you know what, it covers everything, but if your beer isn't cold and you take a hammer to it, it's not going to cover it. I go,
boy, this guy has been a salesman all his life. You can just the way he.
Jim, what am I going to do with a beer?
65 years. This guy was selling Frigidaire when Frigidaire was a brand new company.
But Jim, it's an air conditioner. Why am I putting beer on it? I don't understand. He was on the wrong product.
He's just schmoozing.
Has he said the same thing 5 million times?
He's Willie Loman. I mean, essentially, you're buying an air conditioner from Willie Loman.
Then he grabs my wife's ear. I don't understand. Says Santos on here. You Santos? No, I'm not Santos. She's telling him. Do you want the current email? Do you want that one out? My wife's changed her email. Me at this point, keep the email. I don't want this guy changing anything because my wife had to type it in for him. My wife is now commandeering their keyboard.
Right.
Exasperating. Then my wife mentioned she's from Chicago. I was in Chicago, and my wife and my kids, they wanted to stay in New York. That's why I'm working. I'm like, what kind of sadistic kids are letting their 84-year-old dad have to work because they have to stay on Long Island? Dad, go to Florida. Some other guy who's like 75 comes up to me. He's like, do you need any help? I'm like, we're almost done here. Anyway, to make a long story short, the only guy who was under 40 was the guy working in the warehouse, and he helped me put it in the car, and that was the end. How many BTUs, Santos, the whole bit, the whole 9 yards. My wife was astonished. 84 years old. That's exactly the. If your beer don't get cold, don't take a hammer to it.
1941 Frigidaire.
That guy was probably around.
That's
what
great.
The fuck?
What a great story. I love it when you leave the house.
I'm telling you, when I leave the house, it's a fucking nightmare. Pat, you should go to that one in Stony Brook in the afternoons. corroborate that there is nobody young. It's fucking old age home for salesmen. Anyway,
they probably bust them all back at 5 o'clock.
What?
They probably bust them all back to the home at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe I was being pranked. I'm surprised I wasn't on that show you watched there.
Impractical Jokers?
Yeah, because it felt like this guy was doing an act. He's screaming at how many BTUs in my face. So that's the end of my story. My wife still isn't home. 6.5 hours. I don't know. I want to go and take a picture of this guy so I can show it to you guys.
That would be fun.
Boy. Anyway, that's all I got. How many BTUs? I love that.
That's all I got too. Great story as always. You are quite the raconteur.
I gotta tell you, when I start spending, it's just chicanery and calamity ensues. Well, when you have like, I'm saying, Matt, like when you have like a home, like you got to take care of stuff. You need necessities. I needed, and everybody and their mother was there for an air conditioner. So of course I got Willie Loman over there.
Right.
So I am having separation anxiety. I need my co-pilot in life. How am I going to manage? I don't even know I don't even know what's in the refrigerator. I don't know how to cook anything. One time I had to look up how to boil an egg. I'm only kidding with that one. All right. BSU, how many BTUs do you have? We want to know.
There's your wife.
You just got the car.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. She's messaging from the car to your podcast on YouTube. I just got the car.
You get my text about the Redefine? I'm dying over here. You ever been to this place, Redefine? They have them up near you?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a healthy type of thing. Like they make it. It's like Chipotle, but 10 times better.
The best
more
meal
healthy.
prep on Long Island. Is that it?
Yes.
Redefine meal prep in Sayville.
No, this one's in I think in Ronkonkoma.
Oh, okay. Food looks pretty good.
It's really good. It's really fresh, and they give you a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. Can I feed myself? Yeah, I got mozzarella sticks lying around. Got something to tie me over.
Mario, we're feeling great about the trade.
Oh, yeah. How could you not? It's addition. First of all, it's addition by subtraction. You get a prospect. You get picks. They signed him to a ridiculous contract. I think it'd be a full-blown mutiny if the Rangers would have signed him to that kind of contract.
Absolutely. And Redefine is closed.
Son of a bitch.
Pizza Hut it is.
I don't know. All right. What's the factor, Pat? I'm sorry. I got to find out my options right now. What's the factor?
I don't know what.
Fear factor? All right. I'll have some mozzarella sticks and eat a Hot Pocket.
Oh, and it's another ready-to-eat meal type thing. Gets shipped to the house, I guess.
Oh, all right. All right. I got to go. My wife's going to be home soon. She's in the car.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Fun show. Great stories. Great to see all of you. And we'll see you guys soon. Eddie, always a pleasure.
Love sharing my life in my in the studio with you as always. Talking Ranger hockey with all of mine.
And whatever else.
All the fans as well.
Happy birthday, America. Enjoy your 4th of July.
Happy birthday, Timu Solani, who turns 55 tonight. Happy 4th.
Don't forget, no matter what anybody says, it's still the greatest country on the planet.
Oh, it is.
There is no place you'd rather live. Trust me, still over there.
Exactly.
We want to live in Canada.
They got hockey, but that's about it.
But it's not championship hockey.
That's right.
All right. See you guys soon. Let's go Rangers. Good night, everybody.